United States Marine Corps. Luiz Pena, 4 years younger than Alexander Munoz. He's gonna have the height advantage on just about everybody in the lightweight division. He's 6'3", and with that, a 3-inch edge in reach goes to Pena. Back inside the octagon, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas for UFC Fight Night. Whitaker versus Gastelum. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record. 6 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, Alexander Munoz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record. 8 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Little Rock, Arkansas, Luiz Violent Bob Ross Pena. And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean will help us kick off the main card here on ESPN. Camilla is with us here in Las Vegas. Alexander Munoz.
Ready, fight.
And Violent Bob Ross, Luiz Pena, ready for a touch of the gloves. No touch of the gloves. This fight clock is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps.
You know, if you listen to Luiz Pena this week, he's talking about a new, improved version of himself, showing the world what he's truly capable of, finding a new home at American Top Team. But he's been a little hard on himself. If you ask me, he's looked very, very good inside the octagon. Of course, he's had some mixed results, but unfortunately, when you're fighting the best people in the world, kind of happens sometime. But as I say, he looks good. His boxing is very, very crisp, nice striking, good footwork. Excellent wrestling and grappling skills when he needs them. So as I say, don't be too harsh on yourself, buddy.
Nice jab, catches the chin on the way in. Toyo Tires, the official tire of UFC.
And that's saying a lot, because Bisping, you don't compliment anybody.
Certainly
this
not
is
you.
big. You really go for Pena. I'll tell you that.
I like Munoz as well.
Nice takedown there.
Talking of which, great takedown. And that's what he does. I mean, that's what he likes to do. And that's what he needs to do against somebody as tall as Luiz Pena. Of course, with that height and that reach and the speed and the skill generally that Luiz has. You got to take him down if you're going to win this fight.
Munoz, Oklahoma State wrestler, and has served as the wrestling coach at Team Alpha Males. Got Uriah Faber in the corner tonight, and has the back of Luiz Pena 90 seconds in. Pena back to his feet.
You're going to see Pena try to split between the two of them with that left elbow, and he can't do it because Munoz knows better. He's going to try to keep underneath both of the arms and around the body of of Pena as long as he can, and just keep beating up the legs, try to get some shots in while he can.
And nicely done, though. So he got the underhook, and he's turning back into him now. Briefly had double underhooks and abandoned that position. Should have kept it.
Pena escapes back to the center. Now he's trying to walk him down.
Pena looks determined to force Munoz to strike. I think if you watch Pena, he believes if I stuff the takedowns and just slowly keep poking at Munoz, he'll lose his win, and I'll be able to get the win.
Yeah, I mean, Pena's 6'3" to Munoz's 5'9". I mean, it's a tremendous advantage that he has in terms of height and reach. But you got to use it. You can't just have it. You got to make it work for you. And it's hard to do that when you're fighting a wrestler, somebody that's trying to take you down, somebody that wants to get on the inside and clinch the whole time.
Oh, that was a heavy 1-2 from Munoz.
And that's what ends up happening because you start thinking about defending the takedowns and you leave yourself open. Oh, he felt that one.
Those add up.
I'm going to say that one as well.
And those add up, and it sets up that left hand of Munoz, which is going to be his biggest weapon. That sets up his takedowns. The overhand sets up the kick. Everything flows together, and they're limited weapons for Munoz, but they work well together.
Now, Munoz is having success here. Finding the chin, chipping away at the calves. Had some success in the clinch. So far, Munoz is in control of this round, I'd say.
Oh! Just ate the knee.
That knee does not
It's the
help.
body lock.
And those are the type of strikes that as they land early, as the rounds go on, those opportunities will show themselves more. And if Pena's making those reads now, Munoz is going to want to watch those knees as the rounds go on.
Pena breaks free and back to the center. Big right.
Pena's got to use the jab more. He's not using the jab nearly enough, if you ask me.
I agree 100%, Bisping.
He's got to jab it.
For the first time.
For a screw jab, throw hooks, and then come with the left behind it.
On another end, do you think possibly he's not landing, because you don't get a lot of jabs on conventional fighters, and he's facing a fellow southpaw.
No,
so he's, it's a little different for him, I think, and that's why you're not seeing a ton of jabs. But right now, Munoz is landing heavy too.
Oh man, these guys are throwing reckless abandon here. 20 seconds to go in round one. Oh, big right from Munoz. Biggest strike of the first round.
When Munoz lets his hands go, he's dangerous. You just got to be first. He's waiting a little bit much.
I'll tell you what, he's swinging with everything he's got.
Final seconds of round number one. Round two coming up.
Give me 3 good ones. Very good. 3 good, 3. There you go. That's good. Listen, you need to keep the jab going so we can keep him, guessing all the time. 1-1-2s are good. 1-2s are good. Okay, he's loading up on his left hand. Okay, he's getting tired. He's not gonna take you down. If he takes you down, he's not gonna keep you down. But we need to win this round. Okay, we might lost the first. Okay.
I know. Just circle. Just circle up. You need to keep your distance. This is more jab. Jab and cross. Cross and cross works. Remember that.
The feints all the time.
Don't get too wild when you get him hurt a little bit. Walk him down and fuck him up, right? And then if something's working, which the ankle kick has been working, you go back to the well.
He's gonna come out. He's gonna throw it. Right. Go underneath it.
As the UFC Octagon hits the road next weekend, so does the UFC 261 weigh-in show. Daniel Cormier, Lorosenko, Dean Thomas, and Dan Hellie will have a backstage pass to your favorite fighters hitting the scales, as well as some exclusive interviews. They got a bit of fun on that show, too. I think bring your putter to Florida. They might have a little contest there. It's 8:50 Eastern on YouTube Friday and on UFC Fight Pass. Second round action here. It was fast and furious in round number one.
Yeah, and it was a great round for Munoz. Had a lot of success, found the target, landed a lot of powerful shots. Threatened the takedowns. It's Pena. He's got to switch things up here. He's corner calling for the jab. He's got to use that jab. He's got to use it to set things up, throw combinations. He's got to stay out of the clinch. Nice left. He's got to do more. Go again. He got a reaction out of him. He stung his opponent. He's hurt a little bit. Don't let him recover. Don't let him off the hook. Go again.
What I like about Pena is right now he's not telegraphing his punches, not loading them. He's just kind of sticking them out there. He's not trying to take them out with one shot. He's throwing them out there and just poking at him, hoping that he can pull the shots out of Munoz and slowly pick him apart.
Another left cross.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better here. Landed a nice kick there. That's what you got to do. You got to keep him guessing. You can't throw the same thing time and time again. And you got to put combinations together. Of course, when you throw combinations, you have a higher chance of getting countered because you're staying in the pocket longer and you're exchanging blows. But that's how you win fights, and that's how you put people to sleep.
Goodness, that knee was extremely close. for Pena, and those calf kicks are adding up.
And it's extremely pointy as well. I mean, one advantage of having skinny bones, a skinny frame like that, when you throw elbows, they cut. When you land a knee, it stings or cuts or knocks you out because it's bone. There's no flesh.
Big combination from Munoz, wobbles Pena.
And you can see the power in Munoz punches. When he lands, they make a difference. Great defense for Pena there on the takedown defense. Oh, he goes back in. He was reaching for the clinch and gave the double leg to Munoz. He's looking for a counter here, but Munoz doing a good job. He's gonna hook over the top of that leg there and turn the corner.
I was going to say, since Munoz got kneed in the first round, we hadn't seen him really chase a takedown unless he was off of a heavy combination, which he did there. You see 3 of 6 on takedowns. Pena back to his feet.
Man, for Pena to get back to his feet after that is really, really difficult what he did, but he's so long and lanky. He uses his body very well to get his hips underneath him, and now he's back on his feet, standing up where he wants to be against Munoz.
Yeah, Luiz has shown that he's very, very good in those positions. Finds a way of getting back to his feet every time. But again, Munoz is landing the heavier shots, and he's finding, well, Luiz is finding himself in those positions a lot, finding himself having to get back to the feet, having to escape the clinch. What is that doing? Well, it's letting your opponent get ahead on the scorecards. They're controlling the fight. They're doing more damage. But that was a nice shot by Luiz.
And the one shot we're seeing out of Munoz, he's going that jab to the body. That's what's set. That's what Pena's looking for, that knee up the middle on. So keep an eye out for those knees when Munoz goes to the body.
And especially against a taller opponent. Often when you're fighting a guy that's much taller than you, it's easier to find the chin because just naturally that chin just stay up higher than if you're a shorter, more compact person.
More activity with the lead hand for Pena.
Hands up. Hands up. Back to work.
I think the only thing that would support Pena a little bit is combinations. He's throwing 1 or 2 at a time. Full combinations, jab, cross, hook, knee to follow. Jab, cross, hook, kick. More than 2 or 3 punches would really support Pena right now because he's sticking 1 at a time.
Yes, I like it. 45 seconds.
Munoz staying on the outside, dodging heavy punishment. See, Munoz has been mixing it up as he fires another leg kick. He's giving Pena a steady dose of those.
Yeah, Pena's going to be limping on that leg tomorrow, no question about it. He's taken a lot of those kicks, but he hasn't reacted in the fight, though, so it's a good poker face.
I like that. Munoz, too, is going side to side. Notice he's circling left, circling right. He's never going straight back. That's what's really keeping Munoz going right now from eating big shots from Pena is the circling. Good job.
Second time Pena's gone head kick and swung right over the top of Munoz. Swinging big in the center in the final seconds of round 2. They trade crosses. Round 3 should be good.
Have a seat and relax, Alex. Hey, I want you to take this whole round just to think about resting out. And I want you to have a perfect performance in the 5th round. I mean, in the 3rd round here, okay? You got 5 minutes to fight perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay? When you do your stuff, you're good. You get away from it a little bit. You get to play catch up. Coach?
Alex, just keep me 1-1.
Just relax.
I say
Follow
fucking
Okay.
You are giving away the kicks and the body shots. You have got to middle. Okay? Right to the middle. Elbow.
Hey, look.
You know?
Your cross works a lot. Use your cross.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Use your knee.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC.
Nice corner work by Uriah Faber there, saying, listen, we need a perfect round to finish off this fight. Think about the wrestling. He said, when you stay perfect, when you stay composed, you're leading the dance. When you get a little wild, it allows Luiz in there, and gotta say, tremendous advice.
I mean, I think the real win for them was getting Faber in some shoes and out of those sandals.
I was going to say, can we give Uriah Faber compliments sitting next to you?
Nice 1-2 for Munoz there.
And you know, Uriah seemed to think it was 1-1. And I don't know, I think I've got Munoz ahead here, 2 rounds to nothing. He's doing a really good job of chipping away with those calf kicks. But again, Pena just takes them, doesn't really react, and he hasn't switched stances yet. Generally, that says that they're hurt, but that was a stiff, hard, powerful jab.
Yeah, I'd say that Munoz, you're right, is sticking and moving a little bit better Bisping, but I would say that on ring generalship, you'd give it to Pena. He's kind of dictating the center, pushing Munoz back, so it is hard for the judges on this one, I agree.
Pena appeared to be busier in round 2. Kind of found his range that he wanted to fight at for most of that round.
And you see Pena, he fights confident. You see him doing that little showboating, but that's good.
Oh,
nice knee, that found the mark.
again.
And you know, he's feeling the groove, he's in the flow, he's having fun out there. And when you're doing that, that's when you're most successful. Throwing little feints, little head movements, little herky-jerky, trying to set up his shots. And he's got Munoz backing up now a little bit. He's going around the perimeter of the octagon, diminishing the confidence of Munoz.
Big punches by Munoz, still moving forward now, not eating too many big ones, just enough that he's able to sometimes go forward, sometimes move back, but he needs a shot in here. He needs to mix takedown in here if he's really going to get ahead. I think that's what's helped him in the first 2 rounds.
I gotta say, I really like that shoulder roll that Luiz Pena does. He just has the chin there, kind of like Floyd Mayweather style. Uses it very, very well. Excellent defensive maneuvers. And of course, it's not just about defense, it's offense that counts. And we're seeing a lot of it from both men.
Pena's starting to feel himself a little bit, starting to talk a little bit.
Yeah, he's in rhythm, and he's in the flow right now, like Mike said, but instead of talking, maybe use that flow to create a combination, 2, 3, 4 punches at a time.
Well, exactly, because this is a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. So right now, it's all well and good being in the flow. It's all well and good having fun, putting on a little demonstration, showing that you got a shoulder roll. I can take my time. I can pimp my opponent. But you got to win this fight, and you got to step on the gas, and you got to go for broke, because in 2 minutes this fight's over, and you don't know which way it's going to go if it goes to the scorecards.
Yeah, in a 3-round fight, as Bisping said, there really is no room for error. I mean, that flashes by. In a 5-round fight, you can give a round up maybe if you need to, but you cannot give a round up in 3-round fights very often.
We've seen Pena in the past have similar body language, similar confidence in fights that he's come out on the wrong end of a split decision. I mean, this is back and forth. Anybody's guess, 90 seconds to go.
We're definitely seeing a higher output from Pena in this round, having more success. That was a good kick/knee that landed. But Munoz did a really good job of turning it into a grappling transition.
I agree with you. That was a super nice knee. It was good timing. And that'll take the air out of Munoz in the last minute. Those help.
You see Pena, though, putting on the pressure with the combinations. Now 3, 4, 5 shots instead of 1, 2. Look at this.
There it is.
That's nice. That's what I want to see.
As he's starting to sense it under a minute to go.
Yeah, but he's had that the whole time. Now he's letting his hands go, keeping everything flowing and moving.
Pena's starting to turn it on in round 3 as the numbers dictate. Significant strikes in favor of Munoz through the first 2. And he goes forward with a 3-punch combination there. 30 seconds to go.
This fight's up for grabs here.
Pena's done a great job to fend off the takedowns after a few were landed by Munoz in the first half of the fight. Who's got a big shot as we approach 10 seconds left. Well, Munoz expected this kind of fight. Knockdown, drag out from bell to bell. And that's exactly what we got between these 2 prospects at 155 pounds. Each believes they've done enough. The official decision is next.
Yo, Kevin Holland, come holler, man, boy. I'll teach you some long boy wrestling. Yo, come to ATT. I'll teach you some long boy wrestling.
UFC Fight Night is presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. And the Marines, the battle to belong begins here. Waiting for the judges' scorecards and for Bruce Buffer to emerge. And there is the veteran voice of the Octagon with the decision. This fight decision is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. For the official decision, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Mike Bell scores the contest, 29-28 Munoz. Sal D'Amato scores it, 29-28 Pena. And Rick Winter scores the contest, 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Luis Violent Bob Ross Pena.
Third split decision results in the UFC career of Luis Pena. This one